just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Throwing on first down. Fisher. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
On first down, Fisher to Barkley on the check down.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A strong running.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Reset. Tiger. 2 jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Richmond. Blue 80. Two jet.
On second down, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and this is now a 1-point game. So that one will be accepted. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Fisher. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Detroit!
Maybe
Detroit!
not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fisher, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Fisher. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Richmond. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. 2-jet. 2-jet.
From his goal line here, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come back. Blue 80. Blue 80. 2-jet. 2-jet.
Throwing again is Watson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tiger. Two jet.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Detroit!
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Two jet.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff to Yeldon. Oh, a nice spin. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Off the play fake. Fisher. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
To throw on second down. Fisher escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. On 1st and 10, Fisher to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Tiger. Two jet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Two jet.
On first down, Watson is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. On second down, here's Watson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Everyone's got four down. Mike 5'9". Two jet.
Again, it's Watson. Keeps himself upright. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Black 22. Black 22.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Yeldon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hold, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey. Pull down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Fisher. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
319. 319. Watch it now, Barney.
A handoff to Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Fisher. It's caught. Beckham. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down. Fisher. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Reset, reset, reset.
Let's go. Keep tighten up.
Two jet. Two jet.
Slam.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Black 99, feel it.
Check, check. Fresno. Fresno.
Two jet. Two jet.
Check 9, check 9.
Two jet. Two jet.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Two jet. Two jet.
Here's a give to Yeldon. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Two jet. Two jet.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Richmond.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And fighting down inside the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Two jet! Two jet!
The pitch goes to Yeldon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Two jet! Two jet!
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now out come the Giants. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Fisher looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Fisher. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. 5 yards on the pickup.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Two-jet! 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 Two-jet!
Kill, turn up.
On 1st down, it's Watson. A dump underneath to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Hey, black 22! Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Yeldon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Sturgis for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Giants ready to come. Come out now.
Detroit! Detroit!
Four down, check.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The toss out to Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Robinson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM